Parashat Pinchas, 18th of July, 2025. Theme: Spirit, Inheritance, Faithfulness, Calling, and the Risk of Loss. In Numbers chapter 25, verse 11, Phinehas' zealous actions await God's wrath, not as mere human violence, but as manifestation of deeper spiritual inheritance. As the grandson of Aaron, Phinehas acts in my passion, showing that he is moved by the Spirit of God, not by personal vengeance. Rabbinic tradition sees him as restoring the broken covenant through priestly fidelity. Christian writers like Origen allegorize this as the believers call to spiritual vigilance. We are called to kill sin through the spirit of preserving communion with God. Here, zeal is not opposed to mercy, but is animated by the divine spirit rather than self-will. This idea continues in Numbers chapter 26, verse 25 to 56, where the land is apportioned by lot according to ancestral tribes. The lot in biblical thought symbolizes God's sovereign will, not randomness. Only those whose ancestors remained faithful receive a share. The rebellious lose their inheritance. This echoes the gospel warning in Matthew chapter 25. The servant who hides his talent loses it, and is given to another. In both tradition, inheritance, whether line or spiritual gift, is not automated or automatic. It must be received in live in faith. For similarly, it reminds believers that standing with faith is essential, lest the gift be removed. Numbers chapter 27 verse 9 then illustrates how inheritance is transferred when there are no heirs. Property passes to the next kin. Allegorically, it reminds us that divine gives leadership line spirit can pass from one person of people to another if not cherished. The daughters of Zelophehad earlier embodied a faithful claim to God's promise. Standing in the tradition of Abraham for Christians, this reflects how the Spirit is given not by lineage but by faith. The common thread is clear. God's Spirit initiates a call, but the gift must be lived faithfully, or else it lost or given to those ready to bear it. For reflection and discussion, in what ways are being called today to receive and act upon the spiritual inheritance we have given? Where are there gifts of calling in our lives that is left unused, which being lost or given to others, more ready to act in faith?